Hey Yugi Tubers, Tharkazar1 here with
Crocus TG 1369.
And we're here with his Gusto Psychic deck.
Yeah, we're gonna do a deck build first. Gusto Psychics, just like the title says on the video. I know what you're thinking, Psychics, what can they do these days? They're getting beat everywhere, but honestly, to tell you the truth, with the new Gusto monsters from the Hidden Arsenal 5-pack, they have gotten a lot powerful. And we're gonna start off with 2 Winda, Priestess of Gusto. Very powerful search card. It allows you to search for a Gusto tuner monster when it's destroyed in battle. I have 2 of them. Better off running 2. You don't want to go any more than that. 2 Gusto Eagles, 1-star tuner monster. When it's destroyed in battle, you search your deck for a level 4 or lower Gusto monster and special summon it to the field. Very powerful. Part 2 of the little chain of Gustos, I call it. I've only got 2, but 3. I only got 2 of these guys, but you need to run 3. 3 Gusto Godos. Very powerful 3-star tuner. Probably the best 3-star tuner I've seen. And when it's sent from the field to the grave, you can search your deck for a level 1 or 2 tuner Gusto monster and special summon it to the field. Very powerful when you're going for synchro material. Sync his effect. If you have some psychic, I'll get to the psychics in a second. 2 Windar, Sages of Gusto. Very powerful. He's a 6-star monster, so you can get him, combine it with your 3-star, bring out your 9-star Hyper Psychic Blaster, or somebody like that. Very powerful when it comes to power. It's 2000 attack. When he destroys a monster in battle, you can bring one of these guys that I've showed you, the first 3, back from the graveyard onto the field. Very powerful card. 3 Kime, Serenity of Gustos. Very powerful card. It allows you, if you ever get into a loop with these 3 guys, the first 3 I showed you, you can infinitely do their loop. It's pretty crazy. If you ever get into that, this card will reload them back into your deck. It allows you to return 2 Gusto monsters from your graveyard back into your deck to draw 1 card. So it's really good to reload these guys, especially your tuner Gustos, because they're very important in this deck. Well, this is my Gusto part of the Psychic deck. 2 Windars, 3 Kimes, 3 Gusto Godos, 2 Windas, and 2 Gusto Eagles. Right.
It's a pretty sound strategy on that one. You got the Gusto Loop.
The Gusto Loop. These guys, her to reload them, and him for straight power and synchro.
And just so we get it out of the way here, when you see this one on the field, you load 2 to the deck, and then you shuffle, then draw 1 card. So it really does come out to help.
Yep, very powerful. That's the Gusto part, and then we get to the Psychics here in a minute. Alright, the Psychics. These are important. These is what makes the Gusto Psychics really crazy. We got 2 Serene Psychic Witches. Obviously, because she searches your deck. You're allowed to get a 2000 or less Psychic. So all you gotta do is grab that 2000 Gusto monster with her effect, remove them from play. Special summon them during your next standby phase. Very powerful. 2 Hush Psychic Clerics, obviously because it has special summon power, right? Allows you to remove a Psychic from your graveyard from play by discarding 1 card, which is sent from the field to the grave. Special summon that Psychic. Very powerful for either Kime, your Winda, Windar, any of these. 2 Psychic Commanders, 3-star tuner. That's mainly it. Only reason, 3-star tuner. 1 Overdrive Teleporter. Really important, just in case you ever do get him out in the field, you can use his effect to grab her and another Cleric. Use her effect. Remove 1. Sync him and him together. Bring out your 9-star Hyper Psychic. Bring out your Gusto monster that you want to special summon, or whatever tuner you want to do, whatever. 3 Silent Psychic Wizards. Special summon power. All I had to say. It's really good if you want to bring out your tuner, your synchro monsters. Like if you ever do get a synchro and he gets sent to the grave, he's best in getting it out, or even her. But he's a 1900 beat stick too, so he can swing over a lot of the little monsters. And then if he ever does get sent from the field to the grave, you can bring out a bigger monster. But this is the Psychics out of the Psychic build. You know it.
And this is a really good card. I'll just zoom in here some more on it. The Wizard is actually a good card to go up against people that like to play like Rock Stun, because he'll actually be able to suicide into the card and get rid of it.
And at the same time, you get to special summon a bigger monster. So it's really good.
You're gonna make them neg 1 off of that card, basically.
Yep, it's really good. I mean, it's something you really want to add in there, especially 3 of them. Alright, that's the Gusto Psychics monsters.
That's the monster lineup. Going over the spells, I guess, next?
Yep, spells. I'm thinking about adding 2 Esper Girls in the deck. I'm not 100% on that. If you want to do that, it's entirely up to you, but I'm still not 100%. Now, I run 3 Psychic Kinesises. It's a destructive card. I mean, come on. You lose 1,000 points, and if it does get negated by like a Solomon Judgment or a Dark Bribe, you don't lose anything. And but if you do happen to destroy a card, which is very important, I usually target the back row and swing over the monsters. But you guys should know how that works. I run 2 Swords of Revealing Lights, mainly because you don't want them attacking your monsters. If you want any of them to go, you need to do it on your own terms. You don't want to like have your tuner monster sitting there and then him swinging over it and bringing out someone else, or even Witch. I mean, if you want them destroyed, it's better off doing it during your turn. So it's better off, and also it protects you for 3 turns. Come on. I run 2 Brain Hazards, trap cards. I forgot to set out the spells from the traps. Oh well. 2 Brain Hazards. Allows you special summon or remove from play Psychic. Very important, just in case you ever get to the point where you say Silent Psychic Wizard, remove Digostos, 2600 Synchro. I'm about to show you as soon as I get through with these. And let's say your opponent tries to remove your Silent Psychic Wizard. Well, you can hurt and flip Brain Hazard to special summon that monster you removed just before he gets destroyed. Because if he gets removed, you lose that monster forever. So you definitely want to try to keep him. These are 2 new ones. Blessings for Gusto. Very powerful card. It allows you to target 3 Gustos in your graveyard. 2 of them go back into your deck. The 3rd one gets special summoned. Very powerful if you already have a Synchro Summoned Gusto monster in your graveyard with 2 others. You can just bounce those 2 and special summon the 3rd to 2600 Synchro. Very good.
Well, either one of the Synchros are really good, at least. That's what we've seen, but yeah.
One of the Synchros is awesome. I mean, you're going to be using that more than you use the other one. 2 Mind Over Matters. It's a Solomon Judgment for Psychics. Come on, there's really nothing better than that.
Not to mention, you take no life point damage. I mean, honestly, people, this is way better than Solemn Judgment. Exactly. You don't take all the life point damage, and it has the same effect.
Best thing about it, if you have Cleric or Wizard on the field, and you have their effects already, where you remove the card in the graveyard, you could just offer them as a sacrifice. Negate whatever summoning. Special summon the monster you removed. Really powerful. I have 1 Psychic Overload. Draw power. It's really good. 1 Call the Haunted. Self-explanatory.
Staple.
Yeah. 1 Pot of Duality.
Standard staple, because he does a lot of special summoning, but this deck is kind of inconsistent in some cases.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to run 3. I'd stick with 1.
You stick with 1 in this deck, because 2 to 3, it becomes dead. It just because of consistency issues.
And then we have your staple spell and traps, obviously. Dark Hoe, Solomon Warning. You can have 2 Solomon Warnings. I only got 1, but 2 would be preferred. Heavy Storm, Solomon Judgment, Mirror Force. Definitely. Alright, that's the spell and traps.
Now, for the viewers themselves that would ask the question, honestly, what made you choose the Gustos you chose, and why go with Removal Psychic?
Honestly, tell you the truth, I just thought, like, this was weeks in advance. And now it's like, Hidden Arsenal 5 is coming out. I heard there's some new Gusto monsters in there. I didn't know what their effects were going to be, at first. Last Saturday, during the sneak peek, I was searching through, and I was like, wait, was it last Saturday? No, it was during the regionals last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago. I was looking through, and I was like, okay, what kind of Gusto monsters do I want in here? So I was looking at some of the Gusto monsters that people had in their binders, and I realized that, okay, the Gusto monsters I chose should be better off teamed up with the Psychics I decided to choose. I mean, I thought this weeks in advance, and then when the pack finally came out, last Saturday, I finally got the Gustos that I needed to finish the deck. I did it, played duel against some of the people, surprisingly was doing good. And I started liking the effects, and then I started reading through my cards very carefully to try to come up with battle strategy. And you guys would be surprised, man. I mean, these Gustos improved this guy a lot. I mean, this Psychic deck has become a powerhouse. I mean, I might even have to say it becomes a I wouldn't say a top tier deck, but maybe close to it. I mean, it puts you in the running.
Right now, I'd say it's probably about a tier 1.5.
It puts you in the running.
We're saying 1.5 to 2. That's about as far as I'd put it at this moment. We haven't actually seen it go up against Dino Rabbits or anything that's actually out there. Would you consider it to be a beatdown or more of a swarm deck?
I have to say it's more of a beatdown because it allows you to get your bigger synchros out and you get them out quick. I forgot to mention that. You synchro like crazy with this deck. I don't have Cataster or Brionac, but if you do have them, put them in this deck. Because you can 5-star for Cataster very easily. You can 6-star for Brionac very easily. Now, when it comes to the synchros, like I said, I don't have Cataster or Brionac. But I run 2 Digusto Godus. He's a 5-star Gusto Synchro.
Where's the other one?
And I run 2 Digusto Eagles. 2600, 7-star. Very easily to get out. You'll be surprised how 7 stars are usually hard to get out. Not with this deck. This deck makes it very easy. 5 stars, very easy. 6-star Brionac, very easy. Like I said, I run 2 copies of each. Hyper Psychic Blaster, 3000, very easily to pull off. Overmind Archfiend, he's really good effect, but he's really difficult to pull off in a synchro summon with this deck, so I wouldn't recommend him, but I run him because I do pull him off sometimes. Magical Android, obviously.
It's a level 5, I mean, honestly.
5-star, it's very easily get out. Here's my 7-star, another one, Psychic Life Transfer. Very good. But like I said before, if you have Cataster and Brionac, put them in this, because it'll make this deck a lot more devastating. And now it's already devastating as it is, Brionac and Cataster will make it even worse. I mean, it's insane. But that's my synchros, that's my monsters, that's my spells. In case you guys have any more questions, run this deck. For all you Psychic fans out there, run it exactly how I have it. You know, because it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, I've seen other people put that Thunder Gusto in there. Crap. Do not put that Thunder Gusto in this deck. It's not worth it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I got. It's really good. I'm loving it. It's synchro summoning like crazy, and that's what you want these days, because you don't want people end up, say you're up against a Samurai deck, drop out Sheehan or somebody. At least the Gustos have somebody that can beat them. You can swing them over Eagles, or you can destroy it with Gusto's effect. And in case you guys don't know what their effects are, I might as well tell you. Digusto Eagles, once per turn during your end phase, you can remove a Wind-type Gusto monster from your graveyard from play to destroy 1 face-down card your opponent controls. It's really good. Digusto Godus, I'm still getting used to the names. I've only been running this deck since Saturday, guys. Once per turn, you can shuffle 2 Gusto monsters from your graveyard into your main deck to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Very good if you get swarmed by a bunch of synchros, and you can just bring out him and boom, bounce 2, destroy, and then swing over with him. Really simple to get these guys out. Alright, that's about it. That's my deck profile for Gusto Psychic.
This is Zarkazar1 and
Crocus TG 1369.
Check his channel out. He's really good. He's got no videos so far.
No videos.
But we're working on getting him some videos up. I got a lot
of favorites, though. I got good music on my channel.
And check us out on Facebook. We've got the Louisville Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist group.
Yep, Louisville Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. Just type that into the group. You'll find us. If you want to join, just send an invite that you want to join. And then I'm the leader of the group, so I get to choose whether or not you can come in or not.
We're only letting people from Louisville in, but still...
But if you want to join in anyway, just go for it. I don't mind anymore. You know, we got a pretty good standing of people. We need more. But Facebook, Louisville Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. Louisville Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist.
I'll try to put a link down in the description, I guess. But
yeah,
basically that's about it.
Have fun.
Later.